The Art of Recognizing Enemies in Life and Exploring the Timeless Wisdom of Hermann Hesse. His words have touched the hearts of millions, offering deep insights into the challenges we face on our personal journeys and in our relationships. We often think of enemies as external forces, but could the greatest enemies be those things we fail to recognize within ourselves? Hesse's quotes guide us on how to identify these hidden enemies and the lessons we can learn from them. These lessons are not just about recognizing adversaries, but also about understanding the fears, insecurities, and habits that can hold us back. Let's explore these powerful lessons and see how they can lead us to a more conscious and empowered life. Today, at Inner Stillness, we'll delve into the wonderful words of the great writer and poet, Hermann Hesse. The truth about the mask of the enemy. Enemies don't always present themselves in obvious ways. In fact, the most dangerous enemies in our lives are often those who wear a mask of friendliness and support. We tend to believe that people who smile at us and offer their support are on our side. But the truth can be far more complicated. Sometimes, it's the very people we trust most that quietly undermine us behind the scenes. Take, for instance, the story of Maya, a woman who was once one of my closest friends. For years, she was there for me, sharing laughs and joys, but over time, I began to notice a strange pattern every time I reached a milestone. No matter how small, Maya would make passive-aggressive remarks disguised as jokes. At first, I thought nothing of it, but as these comments continued, I realized that Maya's supposed support was a facade. She wasn't happy for my successes, she was secretly envious, hoping I wouldn't surpass her in life. This story serves as a reminder that enemies often don't show up in the form we expect. Instead of loud hostility or obvious malice, they can come in the form of subtle, everyday interactions that chip away at your confidence and progress. The challenge is in recognizing these hidden enemies before they can do irreversible damage. Life isn't just about watching out for the obvious threats. Sometimes, the most toxic people are the ones closest to us, cloaked in the disguise of friendship. The quiet saboteurs. In life, there are always people who subtly create barriers and try to hinder your success. This is especially true in the workplace, where you may encounter individuals who never want to see you thrive. Remember the wise words of Hermann Hesse: beware of those who never clap when you win. This is a clear sign of envy and an attempt to pull you down. The story of a friend of mine, named John, is a perfect example of this. John was always the first to criticize my successes without offering any constructive feedback. Despite my efforts to help him in his work, he constantly found ways to undermine me. John's behavior is a classic example of a quiet saboteur, someone who quietly resents your progress and makes it a point to belittle your achievements. These people may not outwardly oppose you, but their subtle actions, negative remarks, and lack of support can be just as damaging as open hostility. The key to dealing with such individuals is to recognize them early and not allow their bitterness to affect your own growth. The lesson here is clear. Surround yourself with people who genuinely support your success and don't let the quiet saboteurs drag you down. Recognize the signs of envy and be mindful of those who don't share in your joy. Your success is yours to enjoy, and the right people will celebrate it with you. The power of silence and patience. Hermann Hesse once wisely said, "Never let someone else write the script of your life." This profound statement reminds us that our life is our own to shape. And every choice we make, every action we take, should stem from our own desires and convictions, not from external pressures or opinions. In a world where everyone has something to say about how we should live, learning to trust ourselves and our judgment is essential. The strength of silence and patience cannot be underestimated. Often, the most powerful response to the chaos and noise of life is to simply remain silent. To let the storm pass without engaging. Silence does not signify weakness, rather, it is a powerful tool for maintaining control over your emotions and actions. When we respond with patience instead of reacting impulsively to challenges or negativity, we create space for clarity and growth. I can recall a particularly difficult time in my own life when I faced immense pressure at work and constant conflict within my team. There was constant criticism, most of which seemed unjust and unfounded, while everyone around me expected me to retaliate, to engage in conflict. I chose the path of silence and patience. I refrained from reacting to the harsh words, focusing instead on the work at hand. This wasn't out of fear or cowardice, rather, it was a conscious choice to not let external negativity derail my focus or my peace of mind. Over time, those who criticized me became increasingly irrelevant. Their words lost their power because I refused to let them affect me. Meanwhile, I continued to grow, evolve, and achieve my goals, proving that patience and the ability to stay calm in the face of adversity is often the most effective way to overcome challenges. By not allowing others to dictate our emotions or responses, we reclaim our power and move closer to the life we truly desire. Hesse's wisdom encourages us to understand that silence isn't passive or submissive, it is an active, empowering choice. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that we find our true strength, our true direction. Beware of lies and envy. Lies and envy are two dangerous elements that can destroy relationships and hinder personal growth. In today's society, where success, reputation, and recognition are highly valued, recognizing and dealing with these negative factors has become more important than ever. Lies often appear in the form of misinformation, rumors, or even distortion of the truth. These people may not directly attack you, but they will try to tarnish your image in the eyes of others. The spreading of false information is a subtle form of attack, making it difficult for the victim to directly defend themselves. While we cannot control everything that others say about us, we can control how we react and deal with those rumors. Envy, on the other hand, is an inevitable part of human nature when faced with the success and achievements of others. People who feel inadequate or unable to achieve what others have will often act in ways that are destructive, aiming to bring others down. Envy is not only expressed through words but also through actions, attitudes, and the way these people attempt to spoil your happiness or success. Especially in professional or social settings, envious individuals can create invisible barriers, making you feel isolated and unsupported. Hermann Hesse pointed out, envious people will always try to make you fail. This is an important lesson we must understand. Envy is not just a personal emotion but can become a motivation for others to take covert actions to bring you down. Lies and envy sometimes emerge in very subtle ways, such as diminishing the value of your achievements or even directly obstructing opportunities that you rightfully deserve. However, what is important is that we should not let lies and envy control our lives. These things only drain our energy and creativity, making us tired and lost. Instead of responding to lies or envious actions, we should focus on developing ourselves, maintaining calm, and being patient. In the end, our actions and achievements will be the clearest proof of our worth, and it will show that rumors and envy are just passing winds. The key to life is to stay true to ourselves and the values we pursue. Do not let lies or envy mislead you or take away your motivation. Remember, when you live authentically and with true values, no one can weaken you or cause you to fail.
Life is not always easy, and we cannot avoid the hidden enemies that lie in wait. However, once you learn to recognize these signs, you will know how to protect yourself and continue moving forward. Don't let envy, lies, or temporary obstacles make you falter. Always remember, success is not permanent, and failure is not final. The key is perseverance, and never stopping your efforts. Don't let others dictate your life. Be the one to write your own script. The advice from Hermann Hesse offers us truly invaluable lessons that we can apply in our daily lives. Always keep in mind, life is a journey, and challenges are simply stepping stones that help you grow. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will apply these lessons to your own life. Keep following Inner Stillness to explore more philosophical stories and life lessons with me.